Hey book nerds, I'm Sara and today I'm here with a video interview for the Library of a Book blog. Did working for Disney inspire anything in your story? I would say absolutely. Disney has been a huge inspiration for me just because I love fairy tales, and particularly Beauty and the Beast is my all-time favorite fairy tale, and as my book is about self-love and true beauty, I would say that had a huge influence on me in kind of the theme for my story. Now, as far as working for Disney goes, I would just say that was just such a magical moment in my life, and I loved it, and it helped me get to know fairy tales better, so I think that definitely had a big influence on the story, as the story is very much fairy tale oriented. What made you want to write young adult? Well, young adult books are my favorite. I always think young adult books have the best stories. The teen years really just are a big clear memory in my life. I remember being really insecure and having such a hard time with peer pressure and self-image. I just wanted to write about that time because I think a lot of us still remember that time in our lives, and I wanted to reach girls that age, teens that age, who may be struggling with the same things I struggled with as a teen. What kind of process do you use in your writing? I use all sorts of fun processes. Sometimes I do some outlining, sometimes I'll write a quick synopsis. A lot of it is just kind of discovering the story as I go, but I do like to have kind of a beginning, middle, and end outline so that I don't write myself into a corner. I really don't like writing myself into a corner, which I have done before, so while I used to be a true pantster, as they use the term, I do a little bit of both pantsting and plotting now. Was anyone in the story inspired by real life people? And I would say that Eliana is definitely very close to my teen girl heart, as somebody who is very self-conscious about her face and her image, and I think a lot of us can relate to that. So that kind of inspired her. For Kuna is a character, he kind of reminded me of this guy that I knew back in the day who was kind of like a big brother character, and that is how Kuna is. And then our town doctor, he inspired Wade, and his name is Wade. He is the doctor, one of the doctors, the physics in the book. He was kind of an inspiration for that. I just couldn't see naming a doctor anything but Wade, because Wade is the only doctor I see. Can you describe your book in 5 words? I suppose I would say that your weaknesses or your flaws can become your strengths. You may think that you are flawed, you may think you have a weakness, but who knows what that will turn into to become either a strength or a ministry or a way that you can help other people. I know that as somebody who struggled with having acne growing up and being self-conscious about my skin, now I can use that and hone that to kind of hopefully speak to teenagers about how their looks don't define them, that they are beautiful just as they are, and they don't need to be filtering those selfies. They don't need to be photoshopping. They need to be real, to be their own authentic selves, and to know that that's okay. Thank you guys so much for having me on the blog today, and until next time, happy reading.